There is a famous saying, "Money talks, but wealth whispers." In a world obsessed with flexing, flashing logos, and new money noise, many men over 50 make a critical mistake. You think buying a belt with a giant gold H or a t-shirt covered in designer monograms makes you look successful. It doesn't. It makes you look like a walking billboard. It screams insecurity. True elegance, the kind that commands respect without saying a wordus about quiet luxury. It is about fabrics, textures, and silhouettes that look expensive not because of a label, but because of how they drape on your body. Today, I am giving you the old money checklist. We are stripping away the noise. I will show you the 5 essential items that instantly signal status, maturity, and sophisticated taste. No logos required. Item 1. The Unstructured Blazer. The first item on our old money list is the absolute cornerstone of a sophisticated wardrobe. We need to have a serious conversation about your jacket. For the vast majority of men over 50, your understanding of a jacket is rooted in the corporate power suits of the 1990 seconds. You are used to what I call the boardroom armor. These are jackets constructed with thick, heavy foam padding in the shoulders to make you look like a linebacker. They have stiff horsehair canvas fused to the chest to force a shape that isn't yours. They feature shiny, worsted wool that reflects every overhead light. When you try to wear a jacket like this in a casual setting, say, to a nice dinner or a gallery opening, you don't look elegant. You look like a bank manager who forgot to take off his work clothes. It creates a rigid, formal barrier between you and the world. To achieve the quiet luxury aesthetic, you must stop wearing suit jackets as separate pieces and invest in the unstructured blazer. This is the secret weapon of Italian tailoring, specifically from the Neapolitan tradition. So, what exactly is it? An unstructured blazer is stripped of all the artificial architecture. It has zero padding in the shoulders. It has no heavy canvas lining stiffening the chest. It is unlined or half-lined, meaning you can see the beauty of the finished seams inside. When you put this jacket on, it does not sit on top of you like a hard shell. It moves with you. It should feel as soft and comfortable as your favorite old cardigan, yet it retains the sharp, masculine silhouette of a tailored jacket. The shoulder line should be natural, following the slope of your own body. This is what Italians call spalla camicia, or shirt shoulder. It implies a level of physical ease and confidence that a padded shoulder simply cannot fake. The second key difference that signals old money is the texture. Wealth whispers through texture, not shine. A shiny suit jacket screams business uniform. You want fabrics that absorb light. Look for hopsack, a loose basket weave wool that breathes incredibly well. Look for high twist wool, flannel, or a luxurious blend of wool, silk, and linen. These fabrics have a matte finish and a tactile depth that invites people to lean in. Finally, look at the details. A formal suit jacket usually has flap pockets with a cover. The unstructured blazer should have patch pockets, where the pocket is sewn onto the outside of the fabric like a patch. This subtle detail instantly lowers the formality. It tells the observer, "I am not working right now. I am at leisure." You can throw this jacket over a crisp white t-shirt, a knit polo, or a denim shirt. You can pair it with jeans or chinos. Because it is unstructured, you can crumple it into the overhead bin of a plane, pull it out hours later, and shake it out, and it will still look fantastic. It is the bridge between the casual and the formal, and it is the single most important investment you can make to upgrade your upper body. Item 2. The knit polo. If the unstructured blazer is the king of jackets, then item number 2 is the undisputed king of casual tops. We need to talk about the polo shirt. For most men over 50, the polo shirt has become a lazy default. Open your drawer right now. I am willing to bet it is filled with standard, peak cotton polos in bright colors, likely with a little horse or a crocodile embroidered on the chest. Or worse, you have stacks of performance golf polos made of shiny, synthetic polyester that are designed to wick sweat on a putting green, not to look elegant at a dinner table. When you wear a standard peak or performance polo, you are projecting a very specific image. I am a corporate drone on a casual Friday. Or, I am a retired golfer. The collar is usually flimsy and curls at the edges. The sleeves often wing out, making your arms look smaller. And the fabric? It lacks soul. It is flat, functional, and frankly, a bit boring. To signal old money status, you need to upgrade to the knit polo. This is not a shirt that is cut and sewn from a roll of fabric. It is knitted, just like a sweater. This distinction sounds small, but visually, it is massive. A knit polo is typically made from extra-fine merino wool, a silk-cotton blend, or high-quality Sea Island cotton. Why is this a quiet luxury essential? First, let's talk about the texture. Wealth whispers through texture. A knit polo has a rich, intricate weave that catches the light differently than flat cotton. It looks plush. It looks expensive. When you stand next to a man wearing a shiny polyester shirt and you are wearing a matte, textured merino wool polo, the difference in class is immediate. You don't need a logo on your chest because the fabric itself is the status symbol. Second, and perhaps most importantly for us men over 50, is the silhouette. Classic polos are often cut like a box. They hang straight down, and if they are too long, they ruin your proportions. A proper old money knit polo often features a ribbed hem, a banded bottom. This is a game changer. The band sits gently on your waist, creating a natural blouson effect. This means the fabric drapes slightly over the waistband. Why is this brilliant? Because it hides the midsection. It forgives the dad bod. It creates a clean, tidy transition between your shirt and your trousers without you having to tuck it in constantly. Third, look at the collar. The collar of a knit polo is substantial. It has weight. It stands up beautifully under a jacket lapel without disappearing or collapsing. This item evokes the golden age of Hollywood. Think of Jude Law in The Talented Mr. Ripley or the style of the Italian Riviera in the 1960 seconds. It says you are on leisure time, but you still respect yourself enough to dress up. Pair a navy or cream knit polo with your unstructured blazer and a pair of chinos. You will feel as comfortable as if you were wearing a t-shirt, but you will look like the best-dressed man in the room. It is retro, it is masculine, and it is undeniably elegant. Item 3. The Gurkha Side Adjuster Trouser. Item number 3 on our list requires a fundamental shift in how you view your waistline. We need to talk about the belt. For 99% of men, a belt is viewed as a necessity. It holds up pants that don't fit perfectly. But visually, a belt acts as a harsh, horizontal border. It effectively cuts your body in half. If you carry a little extra weight in your midsection, which is perfectly normal for us over 50, a belt creates a focal point exactly where you don't want one. A heavy leather strap with a shiny metal buckle draws the eye right to your stomach. Furthermore, when you sit down, That buckle often digs into your gut, creating discomfort and emphasizing the muffin top. It is functional, yes, but it is rarely elegant. To graduate to the true old money aesthetic, you need to discover the side adjuster trouser and its bolder, more historic cousin, the Gurkha. These are trousers designed specifically to be worn without a belt. Instead of cheap, mass-produced belt loops, these trousers feature adjustable tabs made of the same fabric located on the hips, side adjusters, or a distinct crossover waistband system, the Gurkha. Why is this the pinnacle of quiet luxury? First, it creates a continuous line. Without a contrasting strip of leather breaking up the transition between your torso and your legs, the viewer's eye travels vertically without interruption. This creates a powerful optical illusion that makes you look taller and significantly slimmer. It is a clean aesthetic. When people see a man wearing trousers with a clean, unadorned waistband, it subconsciously signals custom tailoring. It tells the world, "These pants were made to fit my body perfectly. I don't need a strap to cinch them tight like a sack of potatoes." Let's talk specifically about the Gurkha. This style originated from the British Army's elite Gurkha regiments in Nepal during the 19th century. It features a higher waistband with a distinctive double-buckle fastening system that crosses over the front. It is incredibly comfortable because the waistband is wider, spreading the pressure across your waist rather than pinching it like a thin belt. It is a statement piece, but a subtle, historical one. It shows you appreciate heritage and sartorial tradition. But the real secret power of these trousers for men over 50 lies in the rise, the height of the waist. Modern jeans and cheap chinos often have a low rise, sitting on your hips. This is a disaster for older men because it pushes your stomach out over the top. Old money trousers typically feature a mid to high rise. They sit at your natural waist, closer to your navel. This is crucial mechanics. By covering the stomach rather than sitting under it, high-rise trousers act like a mild, comfortable corset. They hold you in, they smooth out your silhouette, they make your legs look inches longer. Imagine wearing that cream knit polo tucked into a pair of high-waisted, olive-green Gurkha trousers made of Irish linen. You don't look like a dad at a barbecue. You look like you just stepped off a yacht in the Mediterranean. It eliminates the plumber's crack when you bend over and the constant need to hike up your pants. It is dignity, woven into cloth. Item 4. The Minimalist Dress Watch. Item number 4 brings us to the only piece of jewelry a man truly needs, aside from his wedding ring. We must talk about your wrist. In the last decade, the watch industry has drifted into a dangerous obsession with size and wrist presence. We see men over 50 walking around with massive 45mm divers watches that look like hockey pucks strapped to their arms. They are thick, heavy, and aggressive. Or, perhaps even worse, we see the Spy Kids epidemic. A man in a beautiful suit wearing a square, black smartwatch with a rubber strap. Let me be clear. An Apple Watch is a computer. It is a notification machine. It is not a timepiece. When you wear a smartwatch to a nice dinner or a meeting, it signals that you are permanently on call. It says you are a slave to your emails and your heart rate monitor. It breaks the spell of elegance. On the other hand, a massive, diamond-encrusted sports watch screams, "New money." It begs for attention. It tries to shout your net worth across the room. To signal old money sophistication, you must return to the minimalist dress watch. We are talking about a time-only watch, or perhaps just a simple date window, on a leather strap. The size is crucial here. In the golden era of style, men wore watches that were 34 millimeters to 36 millimeters. Today, for a modern man, the sweet spot is 36 millimeters to 38 millimeters, maybe 40 millimeters if you have a larger wrist. It should never be wider than your wrist bone. Why is this quiet luxury? First, it passes the cuff test. A dress watch must be thin enough to slide effortlessly under the cuff of your shirt and your jacket. It should disappear until you need it. It is a private interaction between you and time. If your watch gets stuck on your cuff, it is too big. Second, look at the strap. Metal bracelets are sporty and durable, but leather is refined. A black alligator strap for the evening or a brown calfskin strap for the day adds a layer of warmth and texture that cold steel cannot match. It connects the watch to your shoes and your belt, if you were wearing one, creating harmony. Third, the dial. You want clarity. A white, cream, or champagne dial with simple indices or Roman numerals. Think of the Cartier Tank, the Patek Philippe Calatrava, or the Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso. These are icons not because they are loud, but because they are perfectly proportioned. Now, you do not need to spend $20,000 to achieve this look. You can find incredible vintage Omega Seamasters from the 1,960 seconds, or buy a brand new Orient Bambino or a Seiko Presage for under $400. The price does not matter, the aesthetic does. A minimalist dress watch tells the world that you value time, but you are not chasing it. It suggests that you have arrived. You don't need a gadget to tell you who is texting you, and you don't need a massive golden anchor on your wrist to prove you have money. You wear the watch does not wear you. It is the ultimate sign of a man who is comfortable in his own skin. Item 5. The suede loafer. We have arrived at the final item on our list. And this is where we ground the entire look. We must talk about your footwear. When men over 50 try to dress up, they usually fall into one of two traps. Trap number 1 is the orthopedic disaster, chunky, rubber-soled hybrids that look like they belong in a nursing home. Trap number 2 is the shiny business shoe, black, stiff, high-gloss Oxfords that you wore to your office job in 2005. The glossy black shoe is the uniform of the worker bee. It is rigid. It demands a suit. It screams, "I am on duty." On the weekends, wearing these with jeans looks jarring, like wearing a tuxedo jacket with swim trunks. It is a mismatch of formality. To master the old money aesthetic, you need a shoe that bridges the gap between the sneaker and the Oxford. You need the suede loafer. Specifically, I am talking about a penny loafer or a tassel loafer in a rich, dark brown or tobacco suede. Why suede? And why is it the ultimate signal of quiet luxury? First, let's go back to texture. Notice a pattern here? The unstructured blazer, the knit polo, the suede shoe. We are building a wardrobe based on depth, not shine. Shiny leather reflects light. It pushes people away. Suede absorbs light. It is soft, warm, and inviting. It adds a richness to your outfit that smooth leather simply cannot achieve. When you wear suede, you are telling the world that you are not afraid of a little maintenance. Historically, wearing suede implied that you didn't have to walk through the mud. It implied a life of leisure, of walking from the car to the country club, or from the office to the restaurant. It is the footwear of the bon vivant. Second, let's talk about comfort, which is non-negotiable for us. As we age, our feet change. They need more room. They need softer materials. A traditional black calfskin shoe requires a painful break-in period. It bites your heel and pinches your toes. High-quality suede, on the other hand, is naturally softer and more pliable. It acts almost like a glove. If you buy an unlined or soft-structured suede loafer, it feels like wearing a house slipper, yet it looks perfectly appropriate for a boardroom or a fine dining establishment. Third, the versatility is unmatched. A dark brown suede loafer pairs perfectly with everything we have discussed today. It complements the texture of the knit polo. It matches the relaxed vibe of the unstructured blazer. It sits beautifully under the hem of the Gurkha trouser. You can wear it with blue jeans, gray flannel trousers, or cream chinos. It is the only shoe you need for a weekend trip. Avoid black suede. It is too severe and hard to match. Go for dark chocolate, espresso, or snuff, a warm tan. These earth tones ground your outfit and connect you to the classic menswear palette. By stepping into a suede loafer, you physically slow down. You can't run in them, and you shouldn't. You saunter. You stroll. And that, gentlemen, is the essence of true style. You are not rushing anymore. You have arrived. Gentlemen, these 5 items share one secret. They do not shout. They do not need to. True elegance is not about the price tag or the brand name on your chest. It is about the quality of the fabric and the dignity of the silhouette. Adopt the quiet luxury mindset. Buy less, but buy better. Build a wardrobe that serves you, not the trends. When you wear clothes that feel this good, your posture changes. Your confidence shifts. You stop trying to prove yourself, and you simply are.